Yes, guys, welcome to the early deadline stream. Wow, game week 25 has been and gone. Game week 26 is here already, and we got big decisions to make. The obvious one, the one many are going to want to discuss this morning, and we will, this afternoon, is triple captain Gabriel the optimal play? And I'm going to show you so many reasons why I think it is. We're also going to be discussing transfers and, of course, the best 3 Arsenal players to buy. Thank you all for joining nice and early. I do want to get in so many questions and answers for you lot. I also want to make sure that I'm giving you lots of reasons either to or to not captain Gabriel, and we have to make our own decision here. I do have a poll running, and it's gained a huge amount of momentum this week. Triple captain Gabriel, 67% of you so far are looking to do it. Now, let me just show you a little bit of info, and then, of course, we're going to go straight to the Q&A. So, first and foremost, the optimal chip strategy. This is just chip strategy I'm on. It's template. Last year, I didn't go with the template strategy, and it backfired. This season, I am. It works for my team. It might not work for you, but many will be dead ending in 31. They'll be wildcarding in 32. 31, remember, is a bank game week. So we will start to sell or bench our Arsenal, City, Palace players. Wildcarding in 32, bench boost 33 when it's a big double. And if you have a good team in 33, you're not going to have a good team in 34. Those that double in 33 will probably blank in 34. And with that in mind, free hit 34 works. There is a chance of another double game week in 36 for a couple of teams. It's not going to be a massive double. And by 36, players like Erling Haaland, their season could be over in the Premier League. They've guaranteed top 5. They're not going to win the league, and Champions League is the focus. I can't guarantee you're going to get 180 minutes. Therefore, game week 26, when Arsenal have 2 fixtures, you know Gabriel is good for the minutes. When Arsenal are playing well, when they are keeping clean sheets galore, it just makes sense. Now, his worst combination from his 17 starts this season in terms of 2 game weeks has been 8 points. His best combination has been 24. The floor is 8 points. That would be a 24-point triple captain return. I think you'd probably go fine. Not the best, but I'd take it. But it's very likely you'll get more than 8 points. You could get 24, times that by 3, and you got yourself an absolute monster haul with triple captain. The ceiling's there for Gabriel, but most importantly, for this chip right now, the floor is high. And this is part of the reason why. Look at their expected goals conceded. They don't concede chances. They don't really concede goals. And we have seen 4 clean sheets in the last 5. I think I've sold it enough, right? I don't want to tell you what to do. I can only provide you with the evidence and what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. But for me and my squad and my chip strategy, this works. So right now, is triple captain active? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I've been pretty big on this. I'm not going to wait to the deadline stream to be like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. Keep watching and I'll tell you. No. I've had long enough to make my mind up on this. We've been talking about triple captain Gabriel since last week. We don't need the next few hours. You're either pro it or you're not. And if you're not, that's fine. But if you're pro it, just commit. You don't need to go on. Guys, I want to bring up some comments. Hello to everyone watching. Boona's in the house. King Panda's in the house. Let's go Ultras in the chat. Paul, our mod today, one of my Ultras. Get those likes and subscribes in, says Paul. Thank you for the reminder, mate. Cam's in, another one of our Ultras. Oh, Cam, I've just been driving back from London. I was on Sky this morning. And I had all sorts of stuff coming up on my dashboard. Cam's had problems with his car. Well, I've just been told I need all sorts on my dashboard, so that's not fun. I feel for you. -4s might be on the table for some. I'd only be taking -4s for Gabriel this week, I think, and Arsenal players. King Panna says, I wildcard 24, bench boost 26, fine, or just save. I've given you what I think on Gabriel. I can make through 31 with free transfers. Yeah, and so many can. Would you sell Semenyo to Sart? No, Semenyo's great. Keep him. There is a request to answer the Oz New Zealand questions first. They can go to bed. It's 3 a.m. Oh, wow. Well, Oz New Zealand, guys, please re-ask your questions. FPL Down Under, I know you're an Aussie. So, yeah, I'm going to go to the bottom of the chat, guys, so I can get the more recent stuff. Has to be triple captain this week. No messing. Yeah, I think you're with me. Let us know what you're doing in the comments. Don't think you'll beat my, 57-pointer. I'm all in to find out. I like it. Guys, thank you all for watching. Let me tell you what my dilemma is this week. This is my team. It looks good, but I feel like I need to be more aggressive. I feel like I've got Lewis Miley, I've got Mark Guiu, and I need to swap one of them in. I know I need to replace Lewis Miley before 31, probably. And I definitely need to replace Guy before 31. And I'm thinking I'm going to a Crystal Palace player. Now, if I do that, it's Sarr or it's Strand Larsen, depending on which direction I go in. Now, if I do that, I'm probably kissing goodbye to Thiago next week or even the week after. And I think I'm all right with that. I also give myself a benching dilemma this week. What would you do if you were me? Would you be rolling the team, rolling the transfer so you have this team? Or would you go aggressive, bring in a Sarr or a Strand Larsen and bench, say, a Maguire? It's an option, right? I feel like I need to be aggressive. I just love the Crystal Palace fixtures. Over the next 6 game weeks, 4 of them are at Selhurst Park. It's really good. And those fixtures include Burnley at home, Wolves at home, and I think it's Leeds at home. Obviously, there is European football for them that they play next Thursday night, for example. I don't mind that, though. They're not in the FA Cup, are they? So they get a little rest. They play tomorrow, so they play Wednesday. Then it's not. They don't have a game to the following Thursday. That following Thursday, it's Thursday, Sunday, Thursday with Wolves in between. But I'm all right with that. Ismaila Sarr. It's a real tempter. Strand Larsen, Mateta's out for a few weeks. Right, go for Sarr. Surprised you're not going to go O'Reilly to Munoz. And I did talk about this in my track team selection video. It's an option, but I look at O'Reilly's fixtures and he's playing centre mid. I just don't think he's a sell. I really don't think O'Reilly is a sell. Sarr's the heart of Palace. Send it, Sarr and Munoz. Look, Munoz is still there or thereabouts in my thinking. Of course he is. He's amazing, Munoz. I have Kelleher and John, best goalkeeper to buy this week. Whoa. How much money you got, Cam? How much money you got? I mean, Kelleher's fine moving forward. I know it's bad this week, Cam, but you do have good fixtures all right moving forward with Kelleher. I'd happily keep Kelleher, but if you want to trade him in, I mean, I'm guessing you've not got the money to get to a Donnarumma, for example, but his fixtures are great. I think City will start keeping clean sheets. Alisson. I tell you what, Villa have good fixtures. You could look at Martinez. And obviously Chelsea with Sanchez are all options. Hard one, that, Cam. Roll this week. Everything looks good. Roll. Yeah. What happened to Ahmad? So, Aslam, I'm glad you've asked. It was always Ahmad or Sarr. And as things stand, I'm thinking I should prioritise Sarr for making a midfield transfer because there's every chance in 2 weeks' time I sell Declan Rice and Enzo. And if I'm selling Rice and Enzo, I'll have money from Burmo and say Dango. So I've looked at that and I just know deep down, as good as Ahmad is, it's a Burmo who I really want. And I can probably get him if I don't go down the Thiago route. So he's still part of it. Gabriel is locked as triple captain. He is for me. Guys, I will answer some questions. I've been self-indulgent giving you what I'm doing with my team, but I thought that was probably useful. I'll be keeping Thiago, for many. Munoz is a good O'Reilly replacement. Many mids you could pick. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, I know I'm going to have to get rid of O'Reilly, but until game week 30, I don't see the need to. Like, hi, Janny. I have Wilson into myself for Enzo. No, I'd stick with Wilson. I don't think it's worth a transfer. I love Enzo, don't get me wrong, but Haaland triple captain this week? No, not in a single. You get Haaland in a double in a couple of months. Like, just triple captain Gabriel versus bench boost, depends what your bench is, but triple captain Gabriel feels right. Bench boost with a wild card. If you still get your wild card, that can wait, can't it? I think that can probably wait for a lot of you. Thank you for asking all your questions, guys. If you're a newbie, you've never asked a question, you can just come say hi in the chat. You've got to hit the subscribe button and then you can come say hi. So yeah, do get your questions in and let me know if you're a first timer. A lot of benching dilemmas, of course. Afternoon, Freddie, mate. Hope you're good. Play Rayan or Krupi. Rayan, because he'll get more minutes, James. Rayan should be good for 90. Hello, Gio. Remove Virgil to Richards. Clever or stupid? Nah, it's fine. I'll probably get similar points, but Richards saves you money. Do get the likes up and show some support. Thanks, Jay. Subscribe to join the chat. Nice one, mate. First timer, Adam. He's a chat virgin on this channel. Johnny says, Mane on the bench is making me consider bench boost instead of triple captain. You want to be playing Mane. With 2 games, you do want to be playing him. You must have someone else you can drop now. In terms of clean sheet odds, this might help some of the benching dilemmas. I'm just going to give you the bookies odds. And this helps me. Like, look at my defenders. I've got Maguire, for example, and I've got O'Reilly. Man City, highly likely, 39%. Not likely. The only team likely for a clean sheet is Arsenal, i.e. over 50, but high Man City. Man United, are they expected to keep a clean sheet? 29%? No, they're about the same as Villa and Wolves over the double. Other teams or defenders that I should care about, Virgil. What's his clean sheet chances looking like? Not bad, 36%. And Sunderland, will they keep a clean sheet? No. I'm very happy benching Mukiele with 17%. Should I just stick with what I've got, guys? Or should I be being aggressive? This is what I've got. Like, it's a perfectly good team this week. If in doubt, roll the transfer. I just feel like Palace may have turned a corner. And if you watched Palace versus Brighton, and I did, you'd have been quite impressed. I was impressed with Strand Larsen. I thought he looked really good. It's so difficult. Trying to find the sweet spot and the balance of being aggressive versus, being cautious enough to make sure you're not losing too many transfers, buying and then selling. I'd be buying a Crystal Palace player that I know I'd have to sell by 31. But sometimes there's too many points up on the table, and you've got to just chase the points that are in front of you. Be aggressive. It's a great chance with Palace assets. That's what I'm thinking. Like, if I go Ismail Assar, who would I rather bet? Who would I rather have in my 11 this week? Maguire or Sarr? Obviously, I'd rather have Sarr. Yeah, I don't care too much about rank. You just got to play with what gets you the most points regardless. I would say Crystal Palace fixtures put me off a little bit, but they're not in the FA Cup. They do have a trip to Zrinski. Where is that? In Mostar. Where's Mostar? Is it Bosnia? Yeah, it's Bosnia and Herzegovina. So they've got to go to Bosnia on next Thursday. And then they get back from Bosnia on the Thursday night and have to play Wolves on the Sunday. And then they entertain the Bosnian team the following Thursday. That's all right, I guess. Bosnia's not the furthest trip. They're not going to Turkey or Russia. Spamming doesn't get your questions answered. Thank you, guys. What gets your question answered is short and sweet often. Could you consider triple captain Rice over? Of course you could, but I just much prefer Gabriel for all the reasons I've said. I'd go Sarr, then Maguire. Good first bench. Thank you, mate. Any first-time Aussies or Kiwis in the chat, like and subscribe for the best FPL content on YouTube. FPL Down Under, you absolute gent. Thank you, mate. Cucurella or Mane, probably go for the double game week. Thank you, G Wiz. Heavy-handed, love that. Hello, first timer here. Semenyo, Gahey, or Rayan. I really like a Rayan punt this week. Honestly, I do. Would be interested to see of the 37% not triple captain where they all own Gabriel. Well, we can change that poll a tad. Hi, Jenny. Great channel. If you had the funds, would you drop Enzo? Yeah, of course. Like, Palmer's a big upgrade on Enzo, but it's a lot of money. O'Reilly or Keane to Munoz? Sell Keane. O'Reilly's playing centre mid. Like, you might get an attack in return quite soon. Start Chow to get Munoz from -4. I don't like -4s this week unless they're for Arsenal players. Seriously. Like, -4s, especially if it's for Gabriel, you go make it. But ordinarily, would I be looking at -4s this week? I don't think so. I think I need to play aggressive. Guys, I'm going to do a poll, and then I'm not going to focus on my team for the next 2 hours. Don't worry. But I do really want your thoughts on this. So let's just do it now. 63% on triple captain. Right. Start a poll. What should Janny do? Buy Sarr, which would mean bench Maguire. 1, 3. Yeah, I'm asking you. You ask me all the time what to do with benchings and transfers and money and chips. And 2, 4 ITB. So this time, right? This time, buy Strand Larsen for Guillou. By Sarr for Miley. I'm having to put 4 like I'm a teenager writing on text, old school, because of characters. The number 4. Or I'll just put Manoz for O'Reilly. Bench Maguire or roll. That took for sorry guys, that was rubbish content for you to have to listen to me battering my keyboard to try and work out how I can fit 4 options with reduced characters in. Am I deluded for starting Mukiele over Ekatike? Correct, you are. I'm on Rice captain. That sounds fine. Rice is perfectly good this week. Obviously, I prefer. Pick one: Ronaldo, Alderete, or Rodon. I'm going to say Alderete. Play Kelleher versus Arsenal, Dubravka versus Palace. Dubravka versus Palace. I've used my bench boost. Do you think I need to save triple captainship for 33? It's definitely an option. Yeah, if I didn't have bench boost, I probably would be considering that. But you might want a free hit in 33. And you might want a wild card and cover yourself for 30. No, I'd still probably play it. Start Mukiele or Thiago. I have 3 Arsenal defence. Thiago. Wilson to Rice for a -4. Yes, for the double game week. Whom should I start? O'Reilly or Richards? Probably Richards. Caps. Please avoid caps. Yeah, no, you're right. YouTube looks down on it. Quite right, CH. Chalobah or Gahey? Probably Chalobah this week. So, what should I do? Oh, thank you for voting, guys. Thank you for voting in this poll. I'm going to let the sample size increase a little bit, but do look at the options. Let me just show you my squad. Here's the money. I've got 6.8 to spend on a mid. I have narrowed it down to Sarr. If I buy a forward, it's Strand Larsen. Mateta's out for a few weeks. It's chasing the Palace fixtures, or Munoz even, or it's rolling. Yeah. Start Roofs or Dubravka. Probably Roofs. Look at clean sheet odds if you're ever unsure. It gives you cash to use for future upgrades. What does FPL Down Under? If I go where? If I roll? If I go down the Palace route, I do love Munoz. I thought you'd go there. It's just I don't see that I need a defender transfer. That's the thing. I feel like I need it. Obviously, he's great. Hello, everyone in the chat. Good to see so many chatting amongst themselves. Do feel free to answer each other's questions and stuff, guys. I want to build this community where it's not just me and you. It's you lot and us collectively. And thank you for voting what to do in my team. As things stand, you're pretty torn on the. Okay, no one likes Strand Larsen. Fine. I think Strand Larsen's a fantastic option this week. I really, really do. I think he's a baller. I've said this for 18 months. He's an absolute baller. But fair enough. You think Sarr or you think Munoz. Roll go 4-4-2 is getting about 30% as well. Oh, it's so hard. If Maguire returns, you'll kick yourself. Yeah, I will. And look, he's got a very good chance against the very direct Forest of Forest West Ham of DEFCON. There is an argument, Gianni, to do the transfers now so you can roll up to 32 and have 5. Yeah. Yeah. But I'll be wildcarding. But yeah, 31, I'm covered. Go Mane of Wolves instead of Strand Larsen. Not a chance. If you're going there, sorted for 30. If you're going there, you sorted for 31. Yeah. If I buy a Palace player now, I'm going to be fine for 31. Because in 31, my plan is to bench Haaland, to bench Gabriel, and then it'll be one other, right? Let's say I bench O'Reilly. I'll be selling Declan Rice, and I'll be selling... Oh, no, I'll be selling O'Reilly, probably in 31. So I'd be benching... So by 31, Gio would have had an upgrade. Miley would have had an upgrade, both of them. Rice would have been replaced. And that's it, right? I'm benching Raya, I'm benching Gabriel, and I'm benching Haaland and O'Reilly. It's more than okay to clear it. I'm very clear. O'Reilly for Munoz. Wow. Only take a hit if it's for an Arsenal player this week, in my opinion. He is a baller. Do you think Palace's scouting department goes and spunks 50 million on someone that isn't? Honestly, we've just seen him playing for a Wolves team that doesn't do much for him. Like, of course, it's not going to be easy. Hi, Gianni. What fixtures are double game week 34? Did I just see? Look, this might help us out a little bit. So game week 34 is going to be a blank. We're not going to get doubles in 34. Yeah. Teams like Man City likely to blank. I'm playing Maguire goal and coming. That's, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have to bench Maguire. I could go down this route and bench O'Reilly. That's the thing. This is really topical. What are our Thiago plans? Now, every content creator will tell you Thiago's a must-have, and every content creator will either own him or will be buying him in the next few weeks. Most. I think I might back against him. I will be backing against him if I go down the Sar route, because I'm not going to be able to afford both. Now, next week, the entry point is Brighton at home. Then he goes to Burnley. Then he goes to Bournemouth. I don't think that's as easy as we think. I think Brighton at home is nice. But Burnley and Bournemouth aren't the easiest away days. And look, that's still Brentford. Then, of course, it's Wolves at home, Leeds away, Everton home. Sure, it's good. But I might be prioritising Mbeumo by then. Let's see. Sartam and Nos back out. Should I transfer some menu out for Sar? Sar's great. Palace got Johnson, yeah, but fine. Sar for Somerville this week. They're both good. Am I wildcarding 31? Yes. I absolutely am triple captaining, guys. Yep. I worried about Glasner saying Mateta could be back in 2 weeks. I think when Mateta comes back, Strand Larsen is firmly going to be first choice because they'll be planning for next season with him. But yeah, does it put me off a tiny bit? Yeah, but he might not be back in 2 weeks. I think he said a couple of weeks. Sunday, the 22nd of Feb is when they play Wolves. They're the two fixtures you want. If he's back for the European game or for Man United or Spurs, I don't mind as much. You need to know, are you getting Strand Larsen for Burnley and Wolves? And I expect there's a very strong chance you do. One, we know he's fit for Burnley and Mateta's out. But by Wolves, yes, Mateta could be back. Is he really not going to play Strand Larsen against Wolves, his old club? Especially if he scored between now and then. Thoughts on Timbercap? Nice option. I prefer Gabriel, obviously. But if I was backing against Gabriel, it would be there. Thought you were wildcarding 32, not 31. Are we talking to me or someone else in the chat? No, my chip strategy is all here. So yeah, sorry, I'm dead ending in 31, wildcard 32. Apologies if I said otherwise. Do I roll the transfer? Oh, Palace could hurt. Palace could be. It's such a good differential, right? No one owns these Palace players. Of course, I could just sell O'Reilly and go Munoz. I don't want to do that, though. I like O'Reilly. Miley's late test. He could be available. He's being assessed today. But I'm not going to be starting Miley anyway. Richards is great. Palace is good for DEFCON. By the way, Munoz is also pretty good for DEFCON. Is Rice being overlooked? Look, not really. I think he's popular, but Gabriel's just so good. Will Strand Larsen have penalties over Mateta? I think Sar's going to have penalties over both. I think Mateta was on pens. We saw Sar take one 2 weeks ago. He took it very well. He's staying around. Mateta's not. I expect Sar has them. Gabriel Chivagal. I mean, I just want to go on, right? Brentford have only conceded 5 goals from set pieces this season. Brentford are very good at defending set pieces. So I don't think Gabriel scores versus Brentford. He could score versus Wolves, though. But you're not picking him because you think he scores. You'll get lucky if he does. I moved early on Palace, so luckily have Sar and Munoz. Nice one, Jay. Yeah, I'm very jealous there. It has to be a case of going, you can't have them all, though. And I look at my team and go, yeah, I love Palace. But the bookies don't. I thought Palace would be... Let us know in the chat, from these teams to target, from these Rob T graphics. I am going triple captain Gabriel. In 5 minutes, I'll do a Gabriel roundup, guys, on triple captain and why you might want to consider it. I've got some stuff to show you. Guys, by the way, hit those buttons. I'd love you to hit the like button because it gets more eyes on the video. So let's build the chat by liking. And if you're new around here, I know there's about 50 of you that aren't subscribed. Completely cool. But if I could ask you to hit that button if you want to see more of my videos. I expect if you're watching this, you might want to view another video in the future, a live or a pre-recorded video. By hitting the subscribe button, you control the YouTube algorithm rather than it controlling you. So please do consider subscribing, guys. Right. Who is it wrong? Who is it wrong? Which number here do we not like for projected goals? Just projected goals. Where are we at? I think the one the bookies have got massively wrong. Crystal Palace is really modest. Are Palace the 5th best scorers this game week? No. Palace should score more than Man United and Chelsea with Burnley. Palace should score more than City against Fulham, shouldn't they? I'm going to say Palace should be 2.3. Palace is way out. So let me know. I've spelled Palace wrong. Liverpool high. Yeah, maybe. Sunderland are a very good defence at home. And we have to remember that at home. Good point. I agree. I think Liverpool are a little bit high. Where else is it wrong, guys? Where else is it wrong? Surely triple captain on Gabriel makes sense. Yeah, let me get to that in a sec. Palace won't score more. Interesting. Where are your suggestions, guys? Come on. Who's too low or too high? Yeah, I know, Freddie. You're probably right. But Palace have 4 of the next 6 at Selhurst Park, including 3 of the best home fixtures you could ask for. Burnley, Wolves and Leeds. I need something in that. I'm not good at sitting and doing nothing. Look, I am kissing goodbye to Thiago, but I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. Sunderland, the only team in Europe's top 5 leagues to not score at home. Wow. Forest Burnley screams 0-0. Yeah, it does, to be fair. Or 1-0 Forest. I like the list, pretty fair. Yeah, the bookies always have it right. I mean, probably predict Palace 2-0. All right, clean sheet chances. I'd like to think Chelsea should be higher, but they've not been great recently. Well worth subscribing and dropping a like, guys. Thanks, Cam. Latest on Trossard, we're not going to know. If you got him, you hold him and you hope. Bench TK, no. Triple captain Timber, sort of weakest player for a Palace player, I think. Yeah. That would be, my weakest player is Guiu to Strand Larson, but that's the thing. It was their first win in 10, but they were good versus Brighton. Sarr for Dewsbury Hall. No, you're keeping Sarr, dude. Wolves way too high up the ladder. Yes, possibly. There's the double game week with Wolves, though, for clean sheet. They've added both their chances, right, to get to 28%. Man City will have a double game week at some point. Yes, very likely, but probably after game week 31. Okay, let me give you reasons why you might want to consider. Listen up if you are on the fence. If you're on the fence, let's just do a poll on triple captain. Gabriel poll. I'm triple captaining. I'm captaining only. I'm doing neither of the above 2. Okay, get voting on the Gabriel poll, and I'm going to give you some. I don't want to tell you who to triple captain. I'm going to give you the reasons why I'm doing it, and I'm going to do it in the next. Trying to do it in 60 seconds, maybe 90. So listen up, guys. If you are on the fence about triple captaining, so keep getting questions. So I'm gonna keep coming back to it every half an hour or whatever. So, firstly, what's your chip strategy? I know I want to go with this chip strategy this season. I'm committing to this strategy very likely. I don't want to say 100% because you've got to be flexible in FPL to things that could happen that you're not expecting. But I'm very likely wildcard in 32. I'm bench boosting in what will be a big double game week off the back of a wild card, and I'm free hitting very likely in a blank. There will be other doubles in 36, likely, which could include a double game week for Man City. My problem with that is in 36, the league title might be out of bounds for them, out of touch. They might be out of reach. And if that's the case, and they're focusing on, say, the Champions League, and they've got a big Champions League knockout game around the corner, what if Haaland doesn't get 180 minutes? So there's that. Right here, right now with Gabriel, I know I'm getting 180 minutes. So that's just the minutes play. But now let's talk about the benefits of going with and why I like Gabriel as an individual. Because we don't usually captain defenders, but I love triple captaincy on Gabriel for the floor, right? The ceiling is obvious for all the double game weeks we captain players in, but the floor is really good. 17 starts this season. When you combine 2 successive weeks, his lowest total score was game week 2 to 3. He got a 6 and a 2. He hasn't had 2 successive blanks all season. The floor is 8 points. That's a good insurance. Look, I think he gets more than 8, but it feels like the floor is 8. Of course, he could go and get a 4-pointer, but I think his floor is pretty much going to be 8. Now, if he gets an 8-pointer, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. It's not great. What could be great is all the extras he gets. Goals, DEFCON, bonus. He's good at all that stuff. Now, is he going to score? Probably not. Is he going to get DEFCON? Probably get in one of the games. Let's say he gets DEFCON once. Is he going to get bonus? Probably in one of the games. Already we're talking about 3 points extras in minimum. Is he going to get a clean sheet? Probably in one of the games. I expect to get 10 points from Gabriel. If I go and get 15, 20, happy days. On 5 occasions, he has clocked 20 plus points. The ceiling is high. The ceiling is high. Now, Arsenal defence. Will we get a clean sheet? Yeah. I mean, 4 of the last 5. And they're not fluking clean sheets. Look at the expected goals conceded. So good. Like, unbelievable numbers there. Like, they don't even look like conceding. Sometimes when teams are getting clean sheets and you look at it and go, oh, but they conceded 2 XG. They were just really lucky. Like Bournemouth the other week. Like, Hill owners got so lucky. In this instance, it's not even close. Like, that's so far and away. That's so clear. The best defence in the league. Reason 17 why. So look, I'm happy there. It's all those things. But if I'm ranking other triple captain options, where are we at? I think it's still a very good week to use it on a different Arsenal player if you don't want to go Gabriel, you don't own Gabriel. And it would be actually, it'd be Timber 2, Rice 3. It'd actually be Timber 2, probably another defender. No, it'd be Timber 2, Rice 3. Yeah. Do I like Gyökeres? Look, he probably gets 2 starts, but there's no guarantee. And let's not worry too much about it. It really is not the most important chip. CH is absolutely right there. Oh, Glenn, you absolute legend. Thank you so much, mate. Makes these streams so much more worthwhile knowing you're often gifted memberships. Thank you, dude. And Louis won. Louis444 received a membership. Thanks, Glenn. If you want to receive a membership, you can scan the QR code and you can buy one if you want. It gets you priority comments. I'll always answer your questions if you're a member, but also extra content. Thanks for the gifted, Glenn. There you go, Louis. You'll be able to see plenty of videos from me over the next few days. And we got a bit of an FPL break with the FA Cup. So yeah, there'll be members only content on this channel. 530 of you joining. If you are just joining, I've just been selling why I think Gabriel is an amazing option. I really do. Get voting in the poll. Like, are you on triple captain? Yeah, 60% of you are. There are a lot out there that are still just going to captain him, and that's cool too, like 25%. So his ownership's going to be huge. I'm doing neither of the above, is only 14%. Pretty much 9 in every 10 of you are either triple captain or captaining. Interesting. Will O'Reilly start? I expect him to start alongside Rodri. He's been doing really well in that role. The last couple of games, he's played centre mid. And I think they've needed his legs alongside Rodri. But yeah, if he starts, it'll be midfield. I mean, Aït-Nouri seems to be getting first choice left back now. If you're not bench boosting in 33, would you still triple captain this week? Probably, but I understand why you wouldn't, because you're going to have a huge amount of doubles. But if you're not bench boosting in 33, I just want to present the idea of maybe a free hit in that week and then navigate the blank if you can. So, yeah. Why aren't more people suggesting James Hill? Well, we did on this channel a few weeks ago. I was between Hill and Maguire. Hill has edged Maguire for points. I think Maguire's a better buy long term. Hill's great for DEFCON, but he fluked a clean sheet 2 weeks ago. You're not going to get many clean sheets from James Hill. Bournemouth just don't keep him. They can see too many chances. But yeah, you're going to get loads of DEFCON, and at 3.9, he's unbelievable value. He's great value, clearly. So I get it. I do get it. No way. 500 plus of you watching. That is awesome, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope I can answer your questions. Should we do some quick fire questions so I can answer as many? Guys, the really short questions would be great. I'm going to do like 5 minutes now of just rattling off your questions. So get them in and I'll try and answer them in as quick as I can. Obviously, I can't do everyone. Members will be prioritized. And those in caps, please refrain from caps. Get your triple captain out, lads. It's time. Would you do bench boost to Bravka, Manoz, Tarkovsky, Man over triple? Oh, that's a good bench boost, Sam. I'd be tempted. Very tempted. Witzer and Burmo just. Cash or Richards. Evan Nilsson to João Pedro. I like that. Should I transfer Semenyo out for Sarr? No. Hit the like. Yes, please do that. Wilson to Sarr. Yeah, I don't know. For free, maybe. For a hit, no. Happy to mention Mukiele this week, yes. Get the questions in. Gyökeres triple captain worth a punt. It is a punt. I don't hate it. Depends how what your risk appetite is like. Bench Gahey or Anderson to play Marnie. Probably Anderson. Focus players, teams forget wildcard 32. Yeah, -4. Hall to Calafiori. Can't be certain Calafiori starts both. Can you get to Saliba instead? Start one, Senesi, Chow, or Alderete. I'd probably start Senesi. Dewsbury Hall or Ahmad? I'm going to say Ahmad, just. Mane or Ekatike. Dorgu to Hill for free? Yep. Anderson, boring transfer this week? Very boring. But he does get the points. I've never been vanilla. I'm not good at recommending vanilla players, and there's never been a more vanilla pick than Elliot Anderson. If you're a manager that has Elliot Anderson, fair play, you've got a ton of points. That's just not me. I might buy him at some stage, and I need to maybe change the way I manage because I don't even look at players like Elliot Anderson. And this week I did for the first time. But no, I'm going to go buy Ismail Assar because it's higher ceiling. Worth taking a hit to move on Miley or start Mukiele? Don't take a hit. Just start Mukiele. A poll on triple Arsenal defence. Yes, we can do a poll. Good one. Play Kelleher at Dubravka. Kelleher just. And die to Sarr. I like that. Havertz punt. Don't hate it. A bit like Gyökeres. You're not going to get 120 minutes. Maybe that's fine. If you're wondering why you can't ask your question, you've got to subscribe to do so. Focus for wildcard 32. Dubravka to Sarr for free. Yeah, maybe. Double game week. And die to Sarr for free. I like. Your mid is very vanilla. I'm insulted. Maybe. Maybe it is. Put Ismail Assar in there and maybe it isn't though, right? I don't actually think Enzo and Rogers are vanilla. Isn't Rice like Anderson, but a bit of sprinkles? Yes, but he has a double game week and I've only just brought him in. I'm also selling Rice. Like, Rice is just here for the double. What's your plan with O'Reilly? Plan is to keep him till the blank, but I could go Manoz. That is an option. Vanilla midfield. I know, I'm insulted. Would you sell Rice eventually if you had 0.5 value? Yeah, I'd still get rid. Sarr feels like points chasing. What? Because he's a 2-2. Sorry, have you seen his fixtures? Haaland over Gabriel for triple captain. Look, play your own game. No, it's a strawberry midfield. Thanks, mate. Dewsbury Hall or Thiago? Thiago. So, as things stand, guys, look at the poll. So many on triple captain. Gahey or Hill? Gahey. Reece James to a Noz. I don't think he starts. So hard to predict. Banana midfield. Thanks, Glenn. My squad is 50 shades of FPL. Very good FPL, IB. Somerville to Sarr. I think you can keep Somerville. Like, it's great. Richards in for Dorgu for -4. Not unless you haven't got someone you can play instead. Strand Larsen now, Thiago next. Strand Larsen now, and in 2 weeks go to Thiago if you need to. That was what I was possibly looking at if I go down the Strand Larsen route. If I go the Sarr route, I'm ruling out Thiago. That's my slight issue. Guiu to João Pedro or roll my transfer. Oh. João Pedro. Will Palmer score a hat-trick versus Leeds? No, but he will score one. What do you think of Gyökeres triple captain? It's a minute's risk, but I like it. Gianni, big up for the great content. Thank you. I think we'll go Manoz. Where's Joe's comment? Chalobah to Manoz? No, probably not. I think Manoz is great, but I think you can keep Chalobah another week, right? Remember to like the stream and join. Thank you very much, Offcore, for reminding us. I have done a poll, just so I know what I'm talking to. So numbers, what is 12% of 582? Let's just do 10%, 58, right? Let's say 60 of you not subbed. Yeah, okay. Fair play. If I can convert 60 of you to subscribing, that would make me so happy. Do consider hitting that subscribe button if you are new around here. You'll see more of my videos. If you're already subbed, you can like. If you raid Chai, the word phrase should be used vanilla mid. Yeah, I like that. I don't know when Chai's going live. Probably 4:30. I don't know if I'm going to be on till 4:30. I'm sub, but clicked no. You meanie. You meanie, Matt. Rice captain, if you are chasing, no. Gabriel still better. 69% is the target. Well, 85% is better than 69, right? So many reasons to triple captain. Triple captain record. I think it's all right. Hey, Jenny, would you? I'm not one that remembers stuff like very well at all. Like, some managers can tell you what they did in game week 7. I don't know. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Lex Chill. Tarkowski to Manoz, if that means 6 game week 31 blankers. Yes, fine, dude. Like, you can bench 4 of those blankers and you're going to have free transfers between now and then. I think we're worrying way too much about 31 blank. It's one game week. Sure, you need to make sure you get 11 out, but get to free transfers in 30 and then use them in 31. Like, we still have 4 lots of free transfers till we have to think about that. There are points on the board right now, and Tarkowski to Manoz is a massive upgrade. Yeah. Honestly, people are telling me not to buy Saar because they blank in 31. What? Why? I can just sell him in 30? Like, 31? Look at the fixtures he's got. Leeds at home, Burnley at home, Wolves at home. I want a bit of Palace, man. Timber triple captain thoughts is fine. Play your own game. Triple captain, easy decision this week. Weeks of the chips. Agreed. Well said, Freddie. And well, so yeah, fight. Exactly. Freddie and I are so aligned so often. Go on, Freddie. Yeah, so honestly, I think we worry far too much. By the way, Palace is worth noting. Don't forget they do have European 2-legged tie to go to Bosnia and back next week. But they have no FA Cup game. So you do get a nice little rest. They play tomorrow, so Wednesday night, and then they don't play again till the following Thursday. So Palace get a week off. And then the schedule is going to be hard. It'll be Thursday, Sunday against Wolves, the following Thursday, the following Sunday versus Man United. Sure, not the easiest, but no FA Cup. They get a nice little break. Ismail Assar. I feel like I just got to do it, haven't I? If I go Ismail Assar, who would you... Would you go for Sarr and Manoz? I don't know. That's the thing. I go O'Reilly to Manoz, and then I don't have a benching headache, right? If O'Reilly leaves this team, no benching headache. As it is. If Sarr comes in for Miley, who do you bench? Just give me a name, guys. Who would you bench if you were me? If I bring in Sarr, who would you bench? Love your stream, G. Thank you, mate. It's very kind of you. Don't like to do too much research. Manon is in. How's it going today? Yeah. Who would you bench if you were me? Enzo? No. Van Dijk? I could do. Ekatike? No chance. Okay, I will only consider benching a defender. I'll leave it at that. O'Reilly, Maguire, O'Reilly, Virgil, Riley. Bench Virgil, easy. He's doing quite well for DEFCON, though. I think it's Maguire. Clean sheet odds for Maguire, O'Reilly, and Virgil. 39% for O'Reilly, 36% for Virgil, 29%. Not that clean sheet odds are everything to go by, but just an indicator there. Maguire, Rogers. No, can't bench Rogers. It would be a defender. Van Disney. Mean. Don't bring him now. Raya. Yeah, good one. O'Reilly, Man City, horrible defence. Yeah, but he's playing midfield. I think I bench Harry Maguire. And then I ask myself, who's the better pick? Harry Maguire or Ismail Assar? You're going to play Ismail Assar every single week. I mean, it's Burnley at home. I don't think O'Reilly is a minutes risk. Like, I think we worry far too much about minutes risks at City when they're actually nailed or first choice. He's not nailed, but he's first. I tell you what, O'Reilly has played 90 in the last 3 games. Before that, he got a 45 and a 17, and then he started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 on the bounce. So he started 12 or 14. Or maybe even 13 or 14. Yeah, do get voting in the chat. New member. Yes, Daryl. If you've got a question, Daryl, you'll be my absolute priority. Thank you for signing up to the squad, mate. And you'll be able to watch all my extra content next week as well. Save the chance for G. I want to be aggressive, though. I want to be aggressive with it. I really want to be aggressive with it. Yeah, welcome to all those joining, by the way. Thank you. 578 of you watching. Loads of you will be first timers. If you are a first timer, then show some support for the channel if you fancy by hitting that subscribe button. Yeah, it's Pep though. And again, like this Pep roulette stuff, yeah, maybe a little bit it matters, but not much. Like you look at Pep, he doesn't rotate a huge amount at the back or in midfield. The attacking slots, maybe. Gabriel triple captain is in for me. There we go. Do it, says Glenn. Do what? Do what? By Sar? It is very template, but I didn't realize it was going to be. I really didn't think it was going to be so template. I spoke about this on my deadline stream last game week that I was probably going to do it. So yeah, I didn't realize it was going to be so obvious, but I understand it. It makes sense. And sometimes template is fine. Sometimes template's the right answer. Also, it's template in our community. It's template from engaged managers. It's template from you lot, from the Twitter lot, from the YouTube lot. We're all engaged managers. If you're watching this video, by default, you're an engaged manager. Is Gary in your work mini league who spends 5 minutes on his phone doing his team on a Friday afternoon? Is he going to triple captain Gabriel? No, probably won't even captain him. The less engaged audience that doesn't watch YouTube, that isn't on X, they're not triple captaining Gabriel. I don't even think they're captaining him. Manoz is such a beast, honestly. So, okay, quiz question. Let's just let me see if it's worth asking the question. Let me answer. Let me just find out the answer first. I'm just looking at their total minutes. Yeah. Okay. I'm just looking at Sam and Oz minutes and points. It's going to be similar, I reckon. Okay, so Sar has 1,200 minutes, 69 points. It's a lot of blanks. Manoz, slightly better for value. He's got 100 points in 1,500 minutes. So when we do value for Crystal Palace players, let's have a look. Lacroix comes out on top for value. 20, yeah, okay. Sar 11. I must admit, I don't often look at value, but we should do. It's just seeing the fixtures, though, isn't it? Where do you see in those fixtures who gets... Yeah, Nathan Collins was dropped. They're swapping their centre-backs around a lot. Gary left FPL League this season, ironically. Gary gave up in November. Often happens. I do a team for the misses and spend 2 minutes a week and it's 112. Oh, don't, honestly. Minoz is better for sure. Thank you, Jay, for helping with the question and the answering. Another YouTube member, Reese, thank you so much for signing up. If you've got a question, mate, let me know and I'll answer it. You'll have an emoji by your name now, so I can't miss you. You'll also be able to watch all my extra content videos coming a lot next week. Remember, I'll do FA Cup reaction. So yeah, you'll be able to watch all my extra videos. Thank you for signing up to the squad, mate. It means a lot that some of you are like, oh, do you know, I'm going to support this guy by being a channel member. You can scan the QR code or click join below the video if you want to do that. Any news on Trossard, we're just not going to hear. Arteta won't let us hear. He won't let us see pictures. Like, it's Arteta. So yeah, don't. If you own him, hold him. If you don't be buying Trossard. Too risky. There are still press conferences happening right now, like Emery, Herzler. Yeah, we'll give you the quotes. There was a lot yesterday. Just popped in after work. Good to see you, mate. Ah, thanks, mate. Reese in the house. You're very welcome. And Dieters are many for free. I don't think. Yeah, fine. Arteta press is tomorrow, I think. Yeah, it's so annoying that obviously the teams that play on Wednesday, Thursday, they're not going to have presses today. Triple captain feels wrong, but I'm doing it. I don't think it does feel wrong. I think it feels so obvious. Timber should be fine. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Timber. It feels obvious. It's okay that it feels obvious. You make a good question there, Visser. What I'll do, I don't think there's enough games on tonight, but what I'll probably do is on Thursday, I will drop a video with some reaction. Maybe tomorrow morning. Let's see. It won't be a live debrief, but I'll do like an early thoughts video with some of the average position maps and data. So it'll be like a debrief. So yeah, watch this space. One morning, Wednesday, Thursday this week for sure. Cherky to Dango. Dango looks good, but with Sharda back, like Dango's not a 90-minute man necessarily, but he's playing really well. I like the Dango route, even for me. If I go down, if I go down the route of no Thiago, then Dango. What I'm thinking with this team, if I go down let's just say I go Ismail Assar. Ismail Assar comes in, I don't do anything next week, and then the week after, I would sell Enzo and Rice to Mbermo and Dango. It means committing to a structure of no Thiago, but I would have Dango, a bit of Brentford cover, and I would have Mbermo, who's the Man United mid I want, right? It means going a couple of weeks, though, still without that second Man United attacker, which I've been so big on. But it's West Ham and Everton, 2 away games. I'd then have him for the Crystal Palace home game. If I go down the Strand Larson route, I could just keep Strand Larson for 2 fixtures and then sell Strand Larson to Igor Thiago with a downgrade of, say, Rice. That works. But I don't think I see myself going there. I think if I'm going down Crystal Palace, I shouldn't be buying them for 2 weeks. I should probably make the most of 4 of the next 6 at Selhurst Park. Or I go down the Daniel Munoz route. If Munoz comes in for O'Reilly, which is, look, I like O'Reilly, but Munoz is an upgrade. I do see Munoz as an upgrade. That gives me 1.5 million to play with. Next week, I'm not going to have the money to go, oh, Mark Guiu out, Igor Thiago in. And it comes down to how much I guess I want Thiago. But with 2 free transfers the week after, I could absolutely get Thiago. So I would go Munoz in for O'Reilly now. I'd wait a week. And then with 2 free transfers, Igor Thiago would come in for Mark Guiu, and I would probably downgrade a Declan Rice. I'd have 6 million to spend on a midfielder. Or I could even downgrade Enzo by then. That also looks good. But then I'm probably committing to no Mbermo. I think I probably have to commit to an Mbermo structure or a Thiago structure where I have an upgrade. I can't have both, I don't think. And that's fine. We can't have them all. I've got Ekatike. I've got Rodgers. Why not Munoz for Van Dijk? Fixture's a good long term for Van Dijk. And I get DEFCON. The problem with an O'Reilly defender is this season we've seen the impact of DEFCON. It really does make a difference. Now, all my defenders get DEFCON. Conscious decision, right? I own Mukiele for a reason. Maguire, Virgil, chances of DEFCON. O'Reilly's never going to get me DEFCON. Firstly, he's listed, well, he's just not. He gets nowhere near 10. Havertz is fine. Where is Manoz? No, Manoz isn't in. Should I be buying Manoz? Or should I be buying Sarr? Or should I be rolling and just going with this team? I think I can bench Maguire this week. Best defender under 4.7 million. Richards. Maybe Richards. Again, great for DEFCON. Mateta out for a few weeks, but not having surgery, by the way. 3 hours to go. 3-hour warning. God, Bruno is flying right now, isn't he? Anyone captaining someone that's a single game weeker? Oh, thanks, CH. Have you hit the like button? Like. How many likes are we on, CH? Will you let me know? Could be boring and get Lacroix is good for DEFCON. Yeah. No, go Manoz, mate. Manoz is, with these fixtures, the assist threat's really high for him. Mukiele, Hall are the best under 4.7. Yeah, they're both very good, to be fair. I like Richards too. Captain defender feels uncomfortable. Yeah, it's just that floor is so high. The floor is high. The ceiling is there, but the floor is high. Hang on. Why is my wife... 206 likes. Come on, guys, we can get that up. Hang on, what game are you watching tonight? I've not even looked. Are we going to get multi-view on TNT in England? I'm not sure. Sky did a multi-view when it's like this, but I expect TNT might do the same. Obviously, I'll be watching Chelsea Leeds at 7:30. And then, yeah, West Ham United we get to watch as well. I'll be praying that Mbermo doesn't kill me. Just checking now, guys, very quickly. I will be posting my team on the old Instagram for those that want to fully know what I'm doing, because I'm not going to be on the deadline stream at 6 o'clock. I'm not going to be here for another 3 hours, probably in a while, but not another 3 hours. So yeah, if you do want to know what I'm doing, I will put it on Instagram before 6, probably 5:30 when I make my mind up, or 5:45 when I'm doing bath time with the kids. Oh, I'm still torn. I really am torn. I'm somewhere between Sarr, Manoz and Roll. I think I'm ruling out Strand Larson just on the fact Mateta will be back. And I think long term, don't think multi-view Winter Olympics on TNT. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, good point. Sub tick, like tick. Hi, everyone. Have we heard anything about Mbermo? Nothing, which is good news. And there's Sam C, a Man United ITK, said he travelled. So I think we're good. Oh, thanks, Jay. Yeah, Instagram is all there. I've been on Sky Sports News this morning, guys. So if you want to see my stories, it was pretty cool being in on a Tuesday. Busier than I'm used to. So yeah, if you fancy, if you want to see on my Instagram what I've been up to, this morning. I've been 3-hour drive to London at 5 a.m. was not fun. Was not fun at all. Does triple Arsenal defence offset triple captain? Yes, but if I was triple Arsenal defence, I'd probably go all in and go triple Arsenal defence plus triple captain. Why the hell not? Like, worth getting Munoz this week, but will mean I bench Bowen. Ooh. Yeah, okay. It is main. Okay, fine. If you have to do it, you have to do it. Pens, though, benching a penalty taker is a bit not fun, isn't it? Palace report saying, how do you feel about Mateta potentially being in the squad tomorrow? I don't think he is, though. I heard he's injured for a few weeks. I mean, they're not going to not play him, but clearly Strand Larsen's going to become first choice or be first choice. Gianni, don't forget the most important stat from Burmo. Point aside, he is the number one most fun player to own. You have to have him. He's so fun. I'm with you there. He is so fun. I started the season with him when everyone was saying, don't pick on Burmo. His fixtures are rubbish. He's great. He's great. And then I sold him on Wildcard and he went on that unbelievable run. Thank you so much for the super chat coming in from Move with Mike 9546. Verbruggen, James. So this is your team. Okay. You guys can help me out with this. Let's all help someone that sent such a generous super chat. So Brighton keeper, fine. James might not play. Timber Gabriel, double Arsenal defence with Enzo, Bruno, Wirtz, Rice, Palmer. That is some midfield. That is some midfield. So play James or sell to Munoz. Oh, you can only sell to Munoz if you're getting rid of Wirtz. Guys, dude, Wirtz has got unbelievable fixtures coming up. You can't sell Wirtz on a 4-point hit. I would consider selling James and settling for a different Palace defender. How much money have you got? I would just go, look, I can't reach Munoz because James is... How much does James cost? James costs 5.7 and Munoz is 5.8. Oh, you 0.1 short. Just go to Lacroix. Just go buy Lacroix. That's what I'd do. Don't be taking a hit. Thank you so much, Dave, for sending your super chat in. Play Enzo or Bowen. Enzo. Look at the fixture. Leeds at home. Number 10. Remember, Cole Palmer, very good chance he plays on the right. How about seeing Ekatike out? No, move to just go buy an Arsenal defender. Oh, you got 4 free transfers, so it's not for a hit. Sorry, I thought it was 4 minus 4. It's 4 free transfers. No, still wouldn't do it. I wouldn't be selling Wirtz. I would simply have 3 transfers next week and set, 4 next week. So you'll get another one and sell James. Yeah. Just sell James to Lacroix. Lacroix's really good. Is there another player I'd get money out of? How much? If you're only 0.1 short of Munoz, could you do Krupi downgrade to Mane? Does that get you 0.1? What's the price difference there? How much is Mane? Mane's 4.5, isn't he? And what's Krupi? I'd consider selling Krupi to Mane if you needed to make 0.1. I keep saying 0.1, but I'm not sure. Yeah, 4.7 to 4.6. I don't know how much you've got in Reece James. But just sell James regardless for one move or do the 2. Do James Hill instead. The James Hill propaganda needs to stop. He's not that good. He's nowhere near as good as a Palace centre-back, guys. Honestly, Lacroix and Richards beat Hill so clear. I know Hill's just been good, but he should never have got his clean sheet. You can see the 2 XG and got a clean sheet. Jude Pill's definitely being overlooked. He's great. He's great. But you can only have 5 midfielders. Not many structures need a 4.9 defender. Midfielder. Thank you so much for the super chat, CMD3790. Hey, Jenny, currently a bit stuck. Think I need to sell Raul Jimenez. Can do Raul to Thiago and Keane to Hill, or just do Raul to Mane and Keane to Munoz. look, by going Thiago, you get ahead of the curve, and Hill is better than Keane. I'd probably get ahead of the curve. And do Raul to Thiago. It might not pay off this week, though, dude. It might not pay off this week. Thiago does play the best team in the league by some distance. Maybe look at that move next week. Do you have to do it this week? Things might change in a week. Maybe just keep Raul Jimenez and Keane another week. Reassess. I don't love the Mane Munoz route. I don't hate it either, though. I'm sorry, I can't help you more on that one. That's a real toughie. I'd be tempted to wait next week and do nothing. But at the same time, Mane on a double game week, it's fine. Depends how much you're going to need Mane moving forward. If Mane you can hide on your bench because your squad's good enough, go Mane Munoz. What about triple captain Rice for differentials? Fine. Just don't think he's as good as Gabriel. I think you should triple captain the guy you think will get the most points. And a lot of you are. We did a poll earlier. A huge amount of you are triple captain Gabriel, and I completely get it. Would you sell Tarkowski for Munoz from -4? Nope. I don't like -4s this week unless they're for Gabriel pretty much, or an Arsenal player to get that third Arsenal. I always say -4s are well worth it if you're bringing in a player to captain them, or if they've got a double game week. I'm not going to leave you hanging, though. I can 100% commit. I will be triple captaining. I will be absolutely triple captaining. Gabriel? Glasner on João Pedro. Fortunately, doesn't need surgery on his knee. The injury is not as bad as feared, and we think, and the option from several specialists and doctors is that we can deal with the knee in a better way than with surgery. He will miss a certain time. I can't say 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks. But he doesn't need surgery. That's very positive. So hopefully he's back soon. I'm going to share that with the Ultras because I think Cam was thinking about Strand Larsen. Still on. Absolutely still on if you want to go down the Strand Larsen route. Janny Lad, need your advice, mate. Would you sell Cash and Rogers for Timber? I wouldn't be selling Rogers or Cat. No, they're fine. Cash and Rogers are fine this week. But you do need another Arsenal. Is there another way you can get to an Arsenal player? I don't think Cash and Rogers is the route out. Rogers is so good. But yeah, get to another Arsenal. Is there an Arsenal? Can you get to Rice or a midfielder? Are you triple captain because you've got doubts about 36 doublers or because the only reason I want to triple? I'm on the fence. Help me decide. Okay, for those just joining, if you've not seen all of the stuff, triple captain, you will get opportunities in 36. Haaland will probably double, but will he be playing for the Premier League title or will it be over by then? Will he get 180 minutes? Will he be in form? Gabriel, we know we're getting 180 minutes in 26. And the Arsenal defence is so good. 4 clean sheets in the last 5. Unbelievable expected goals against them. They don't concede chances. They don't concede goals. Arsenal defence comes with a high floor. We talk about ceiling a lot, but with triple captaincy, we can also talk about floor. The worst combination this season he's had is 8 points, where he's played 2 successive starts, game week 2 and 3, 8 points, a 6 and a 2. That's the worst performance you would have from any 2 game weeks combined this season. On 5 occasions, he has had 20 plus points, including a 24, which was his best in 1920. If we get 20 points, 60 triple captain points, it's massive. If worst case scenario, we get 8, 24 points, it's not the end of the world. Triple captain Gabriel just makes sense. It also means we can be more flexible moving forward. In 36, you might want a free hit. Who knows? You might want a wild card later. I think it's the weakest chip. Get it out of the way now when it just works. It just makes sense. And everyone, you're going to feel like everyone's doing it. You're going to watch and go, everyone's captain, triple captain Gabriel. Look at all the polls I see on Twitter. Look at the polls I see on YouTube. And yes, the vast majority of engaged managers are doing it, and they're doing it for a reason. Sometimes the template is on the money. But remember, all those mates in your work mini leagues that don't absorb FPL YouTube, that aren't on FPL Twitter, they're not going to triple captain Gabriel. The engaged managers, if you're watching this, by default, you're engaged. Yes, you're looking at it. But the vast majority won't even captain him. They'll captain a Arsenal attacker. They'll bring in Gyökeres or Havertz, or they'll captain Rice. Yes, some might captain Gabriel, but we won't see many triple captainships in play from the casual audience. So it's not that everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it in our community, but that's still only, let's say, 1 million. Let's say there's 1 million engaged managers. There's still 10 million out there that aren't thinking about doing it. And unfortunately, I'm at a rank where I'm competing with a lot of these casuals at 380k or wherever I'm at. It's fine. Sometimes the template is right. And this feels... There's a reason lots of your favorite content creators are triple captaining Gabriel. He's a good shout. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to convince you to do it. I want to provide you with information. And if it works for your team, go for it. I am so convinced. This is not, I might do it, I might not. I've been 100% locked on Gabriel since I really started looking at the data and taking it seriously. I've been talking about triple captaining Gabriel last game week. I'm all in. Guys, I am on Instagram where I will be revealing my team. So if you want to check that out, my team reveal will be like 5:30 tonight, and I'll let you know exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to be streaming for another hour or so, but I won't be here till deadline, right up to deadline. So with that in mind, if you would like to know what I do, I'm either keeping this team and rolling the transfer, or I'm selling Miley to Sarr, Guiu to Strand Larson, or O'Reilly to Munoz. I'm buying a Crystal Palace player, and if I do that, I'll be benching Harry Maguire. Oh, what have I missed, Jay? If you're enjoying my content and you like my sell on triple captain, guys, do be sure to hit the subscribe button. That would be awesome if you want to. I know from those voting in the poll, there's probably about 60 of you that aren't subbed to the channel. I'd love you to consider it. If you do subscribe, then you'll see more of my videos moving forward. You'll control the YouTube algorithm. When are you going to side, Gianni? Draw short stick. I think where I'm at the moment, I'm slightly weighted to Sarr, Munoz, Strand Larson. But where does Roll fit into that? Number 1, most likely at the moment, is Sarr. Number 2, most likely, is Munoz. Number 3 is Roll. And number 4 is Strand Larson, I think. Can you help FPL polls? Yeah, where is FPL polls? I can only see the last few. Oh, here we go. What advice do you have for someone that hasn't won mini leagues? Currently topping a few. Should I try and squad? It's too early to think about matching. There's so many points up for grabs. We don't have to play that defensive FPL to the last couple of weeks when you're top of your mini league, and then you start buying players that the second and third have got. And I've been there and done that. And I only played for mini league success for about 10 years. I didn't even know how to look at overall rank. I didn't know overall rank was a thing. Still, I started making content. So no. Play as you carry on as you are, keep calm, carry on. And then when it gets to game week 37, you start thinking 36, you start thinking about that strategy. It's far too early to think about that. Far too early. Oh, woo. Sorry. It's been a very long day. I had a 3-hour drive to Sky this morning and then a 2.5-hour drive back. Much easier doing these shows with a guest. I miss Dean. Right. Anyone want a poll? Requests for a poll rather than me asking you about are you subbed or not. Let's do something a bit more for you lot, shall we? Rogers is great. Oh, I know he was. CH, he sent me a picture. I think he's back in England, isn't he? So he was actually watching Sky Sports News. Thanks, Gianni. And off-core, currently 47k. Yeah. Look forward, dude. I do that journey and it's not fun driving to and from Sky. Oh, James, do you work at Sky, James? Do I know you? Or do you work near there or whatever? Yeah, I mean, traffic was horrendous. I did it on Friday last week and I thought that would be bad. Randomly, Friday was quite quiet compared to today. Thanks, Jay, for sharing my Insta for those that want to come on and say hello. See all my stories from Sky this morning, of which there was a fair few. But I always post my team on Instagram, and I rarely do deadline streams right up to the wire. So if you want to Yeah, I don't think there's a TNT goal show in the UK tonight. Just looking, TNT 1, 3, 4, 5. There's games on. Obviously, they've got the Winter Olympics too. So every midweek game is live on TNT in the UK, but they're not doing a goal show by the looks of it. Manoz or Sars, don't know the answer yet. If I go Sar, I'll be Miley out. Do I just go Strand Larson? The best thing for my squad is Strand Larson, simply because if I go Strand Larson, I'm getting rid of Guy, who I know doesn't play in 31. Excuse me. But also, I can then go to Thiago. Easier. But I think I want to burn one anyway. I think I'll go Sar. I think I'll end up on Sar. Thank you guys for tuning in, by the way. Awesome having so many of you. I didn't expect to have 600 watching my deadline, so I really appreciate you doing that. Virgil to Manoz. Timber triple captain's fine. Virgil to Manoz from -4. No, I really don't like hits this week, unless it's for an Arsenal player. Yeah, doesn't he need surgery? So JSL is a bad pick. Well, no, because if you read the press conference quote, he said, and Glasner's just said these exact words. See, that's the social media headline was he'll be back in 2 weeks. Load of rubbish. In fact, Joey, the quote is, he'll miss a certain time. I can't say 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks, but he doesn't need surgery. That's very positive. Hopefully he's back soon. We could be looking at 4 or 5 weeks out. Could be looking at 2, but Strand Larson still has an amazing 2 fixtures. So I do think he's an option. Can there be a triple game week? Very unlikely to happen. Keep those subs and likes coming in, chat. How are we doing for likes? I can't see the YouTube likes. I can see how many are watching. So yeah, do hit the buttons if you fancy. And yeah, do as Jay says with the subscribe. I want to do a poll. So do you guys want me to poll? Do you want me to poll Gabriel triple captain? Do you want me to poll transfer? Where are we at? What would you guys like? I'd happily do a poll if you'd like me to. My team on Birmingham, yeah, double United looks great. Double United looks great. Triple captaincy poll, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's all you guys want. I get it. Let's do another poll. Start a poll. Captaincy poll. So Gabriel TC. Gabriel capped only. Different Arsenal player TC. Different capped only. I think that makes sense. No, CH. If I do Gabriel, Palmer, Haaland, Bruno and a poll, it would be 99% Gabriel. No one is captaining Palmer, Haaland, Bruno. I guarantee you that. Like, it would literally be 99, 0, 0, 0, or 0, 0, 1. If you are captaining Palmer, Haaland, Bruno, and I'm wrong on that, please let us know. But it would be there'll be 1 or 2, but yeah, we can't find out. It's a waste of a poll, I think. This one gives us a little bit more because there are. What I wanted was from a poll. I want to know if you're triple captaining Rice or Saliba or Timber, and there's now an option to vote different Arsenal player triple captain. 7% of you are looking at that. 11% of you are going to a different player than Gabriel, but I expect most of that is Timber or Rice. 60% are triple captain Gabriel. 24% are still captaining. Yeah. But remember, as Man900 says, the FPL community is a bit of a bubble. absolutely there will be lots of people captaining Haaland, but just not on this stream right now. That's my point. Yeah, Rice is worth a punt. Why not? I don't think Gabriel does get 6 points a game, though. I think you'll find he gets a lot of 8s and 9s. But I hear you. Look, this is the info on Gabriel in terms of his combinations. No player beats this in terms of floor and ceiling. 8 points is his floor. Game weeks 2 and 3 combined, he got 8-pointer. It's his worst. His best is 24. Great content. Bench Thiago or Tarkowski. I don't like benching a penalty taker. That doesn't feel right. These are the Arsenal defensive numbers. They are ridiculously good. They do not concede chances or goals. 4 clean sheets in the last 5. That's such a good defense. Such a good defense. Oh, Peter. It's my pet hate is when I get called Gianna. I can't. So common. I got it this morning at Sky. Someone wrote down, I'm like, my name is Gianni and it's listed with an I. Like, it's in front of you. How are you getting it wrong? Why do people think it's Jana? Jana is not a man's name, by the way. Not that matters, but I don't know how you put in an A on it. Sorry, dude. Timon. I'll still answer your question. Who should I start, DCL or Cherky? And keep hearing rumours that Mbermo might not play. Don't worry about Mbermo. He's travelled, very likely to play. Carrick wasn't asked in the press conference, so assume he plays. I would probably go DCL because Cherky could get the 1-pointer off the bench, couldn't you? Yeah, it's mad. Can you poll to see wildcard soon, wildcard 32, wildcard later, wildcard used? Yeah, I guess I could. Let's give this one a bit more time, though. Was it auto-correct? I don't... Sorry, I've got some powder around my bowl. In terms of team news tonight, the fixtures are not teams we really get leaks from. I don't think we're going to see much tonight, are we? It's not like Man City and Arsenal or Liverpool playing. United are playing. Oh, the Munoz route, guys. What do we think? I do love Daniel Munoz. If I go Munoz in for O'Reilly, I got 1.5 in the bank. How does that get me to someone like a Thiago in a couple of weeks? If I want... Everyone's going to be going to Thiago, and maybe I just back against him. I do like Mbermo as an option. But if I get Thiago and Mbermo and, say, Daniel Munoz, that only leaves me 4.3 on a midfielder if I assume I'm selling Rice and Enzo and Mark Guiu. And I don't think there's midfielders out there for 4.3. I guess there's 1 or 2, but not that actually play. Let's have a look. 4.3 million midfielders. Yeah. Not that play. You know, Harrison Reed, Fletcher, Noni. Yeah. Doesn't work. Oh, I think I go Saar. I'm going to show you my team so you know what I'm talking about. I think I go Saar. And if I go Saar, see, that's the thing with Munoz. It just doesn't leave me flexible moving forward to have an Mbermo or a Thiago plan. And I feel like I need an Mbermo and a Thiago plan. If Saar comes in, obviously it gives me a bit of a benching dilemma this week, but you'd have to say benching Maguire is fine. So Saar comes in, I get Burnley. I get great fixtures all the way up until he blanks in 31. Like, you get Burnley at home, you get Wolves at home. And then in game week 30, just before you'd have to sell him, I get Leeds at home. 3 amazing home fixtures. It also gives me a route to Mbermo if I need to. And it also leaves the option of Thiago if I need to. My plan would be to roll and go without both those players next week. And then the week after, I'd sell Enzo and Rice, for example. And if I sell Enzo and Rice, I get Mbermo in, and then I get 6.1 to spend on, say, Dango. And I'd go without Mark Guiu. Go without Igor Thiago. Or I keep, I don't go down the Mbermo route, and I go down the Igor Thiago route. So I would sell Rice and Mark Guiu. I keep Enzo. Thiago comes in, 5.2 to spend on a midfielder if I need to. Yeah. Oh, I missed a super chat. Thank you so much. Salam asks, I have 2 free transfers, Gabriel and Raya. So you need a third Arsenal. Go for Rice or Timber or Gokeres. My mid is in Dyer, Rogers, Bruno and Bowman. Enzo, forward is Bowen and Haaland. Okay, so I would ordinarily, I'd say that's a very good midfield. I would happily sell and die to Rice, but I wouldn't sell. Look, you've got 3 options. You buy Timber. You go Rice in for and die, or you go Gyökeres in for Bowen. I don't mind Gyökeres in for Bowen as a punt, and I don't mind Rice in for and die. But my preferred would be to probably go triple Arsenal defence and have some fun with it. Have you got a third defend? Have you got a defender you're happy to sell for Timber? If you've got a defender with a bad fixture, go triple defence. Oh, good job for anyone needing timeouts. Tim, thanks, CH, for being on it, and you, Paul, and you, Jay, all of you. Your mods are brilliant. Thank you so much to the mods. Honestly, you do a fantastic job. Good stuff. I hope that's giving you some clarity, mate. I think triple Arsenal defence is great, and I think Timber's really dangerous. I have Nkapie. Should I take him out and bring in Gabriel? Yes. Yeah. I don't think Nkapie starts both games. I think he might not even start either. I don't know. I wouldn't want to play Nkapie this week, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he's one for me. I've got Nkapie in my draft. Not even looked at draft. Oh, I bet all the Wolves players have gone now, haven't they? Who's available at Wolves? I might just sign a Wolves player or two. Mascara's gone. Hang on. I can buy Bueno, the wing back. I think Santiago Bueno can come into this team as a bit of a punt for Nkapie. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. No, I think my defenders are good this week. I've got Trossard too. Timber's been so unlucky. Points are coming. This might be a stupid question. What is FPL draft? The chat will let you know. Is it better to use bench boost on a double game week? Yes, I think so. Thank you so much for the super chat. Victor, bench 1, and Burmo, Enzo, Rogers, Mane, Egatike, Haaland. Okay, you cannot bench in Burmo, Enzo, or Rogers, or Haaland. It's between Egatike and Mane, dude. I'm going to say Mane. I'm going to say the double game week guy, which sounds ludicrous. That's tough. That is really tough. Yeah, I will put my team on Instagram at like 5 to 6 tonight or 5:30. Like I'll lock it in late. I still don't know what I'm doing. I think Saar works for me. I think Saar works for me. Thank you so much to everyone that's liking. Thank you so much to everyone that's modding. You guys are doing an amazing job. Thank you so much to all of our regulars that are just here every time to support me. That means a lot. And all those questions that I've not answered, I can only apologize. I have to try and balance it and answer as many as I can. I've got triple captain locked in. Nice. Captaincy poll. Gabriel, 59% are on triple captain. It's high, but remember, so many more casual players will not be there. I'm thinking Cherky to Saar. I like that move. I think Cherky's a big risk. Big risk. I think it's absolutely fine. Yeah. Guys, if you are watching and you're not subscribed, do consider hitting that button today. If you want to do one thing, do hit the subscribe button. Casey Slater is triple captain Haaland. Whoa. fair play. I mean, 6% of you are triple captaining a different Arsenal player. 8% are captaining a different player to Gabriel. Hello, HI5 Scuba Dive. Welcome, mate. Casey to be crazy, CH. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone really is going against Gabriel this week or an Arsenal player. There'll always be one or two, though, right? This is my first year playing FPL. Is 35-point lead safe with 13 players? No, Zachary. There's so many points to be there. It's not safe, but fair play. You're clearly doing very well. Free hit activated. Should I go 3 Arsenal defense or 2 and 1? I'd go triple defense. Get Timber and Gabriel with either Saliba or Raya. That's where I go. Oh, Ismail Assar is such a tempter. Oh. Manoz is an option. Manoz is such a good option for me. Yeah, we're all going triple captain pretty much. Will Bowen start? Yeah. I don't believe that rumour. Sarr is so obvious. Just do it, Gianni. Okay. Sar's fantastic. Yeah, I think I end up going Sarr. I am locked on triple captain. I'm just still trying to decide what Palace player to buy. I like Strand Larson. I like Sarr. I like all of them. But look at this team. This team's really good. I could roll, right? But I don't think I do it. Thank you, guys. I genuinely appreciate your input. Will you consider selling Rye, Gianni, to free up money at some point? Possibly, but I don't want to move away from Rye until the blank. Arsenal defence, I don't care what fixture they've got. They're always top of the chances for clean sheets. I don't want to lose double Arsenal defence. And when I wildcard, I'll probably still have double Arsenal defence. It will just be Timber and Gabriel. Good team roll. But it's so much better with Sarr in it. This team with Sarr and a midfield 5 with Maguire bench looks better. Did you do triple captain Gabriel? Yeah, I'm absolutely locked. If you're just tuning in, triple captain Gabriel, for all of these reasons, fits with the chip strategy. It's the best combination, like history tells us this season. It's an 8-point floor and a 24-point ceiling. Times that by 3, happy days, whatever you get. And this is why, look at the defensive numbers. They're so good. But you'll also get some bonus. You'll also get some DEFCON. I really think you will. Boy, I'm getting tired. You guys are going to have to carry me through. No, it was such an early start. I woke up at 4. I think it was 4:55. I had a 3-hour drive to London. Get Sarr now. Get Sarr now. No, I feel like I should wait, but maybe I should just get him now and click the buttons. What if we get team news? Enzo's injured. It's unlikely, right? Get Pascal Gross. I mean, he's great, but Ismail Assar, the fixtures are insane. The fixtures are insane. Like, it's 4 home games. 4 home games in 6, by the way. If I get Sarr, I'd obviously be playing him this week straight away, and I'll be benching Maguire, right? I just don't feel comfortable benching O'Reilly. That's the thing. I'm like, oh, O'Reilly's good playing midfield. I'm gonna get some clean sheets, but I'm gonna get a goal. I'm gonna get a goal at some point. So look, Sarr would have Burnley in 26. In 27, he has Wolves at home. Like, so happy playing Wolves. By the way, I'd have a massive benching headache in 27. I'd probably be benching Maguire again in 27. And I'd probably be benching Virgil, maybe O'Reilly. Again, it'd be a really nice midfield five. Fine. Good problems to have. I'd probably, or maybe, are we going to bench Declan Rice against Tottenham away? Maybe. And then game week 28 is where you go, okay, this is where you've got moves to make. Like game week 28 is where many will move for Igor Thiago, either next week or 28. It's where a lot will look at maybe Dango if they can't get to an Igor Thiago. It's where a lot will be selling Rice and a lot will be selling Enzo. One to consider. All fun and games. Triple captain Ballard. Nice. Sar's such a troll. He misses chances. He's not the best finisher. Remember, Sar won AFCON as well. Like that momentum will hopefully have carried him like into. Well, he's come back and he's got 2 and 2. Like that's good. AFCON, by the way, Sar, I think was benched in the final. Was he benched in the final? He came on and got a yellow card. He was benched for. He plays Ndiaye one side, Nicholas Jackson up front, and then Mane. So Mane, Jackson, and Dye was the front three. Let me just check. Was he a starter in AFCON? Like, did he start the semi-final? Not that it matters for my FPL. I'm just curious. No, came on in the semi as well. I just assumed. I didn't watch AFCON, so I just assumed he was. I saw some highlights. I saw some goals, but I didn't watch the games live. I didn't take a huge amount of notice on the lineups. Yeah, he didn't start any of the night. He didn't start the quarterfinal either. Did he start the round of 16 versus Sudan? Yeah, he did. Over and die. Interesting. Just interesting. I mean, such a good team, Senegal. Oh, British 87 didn't get a notification. Yeah, what? 600 of you watching. Thank you, guys. Why do all the content creators go for O'Reilly when Nunes is better? O'Reilly's cheaper, right? Any news on Mateta? Yeah, the news on Mateta is he's going to be out for 2, 3, or 4 weeks, but he's not having surgery. Sar pens would be lovely to continue. Yeah, I mean, it's Strand Larson or Sar for pens, right? I think Sar holds them, and I'm very likely buying Sar, guys. I think that's where I'm at. Let's just do a final poll for my team then. Triple captain Gabriel looks likely. What should... I'm just going to give you 2 options. Roll the transfer. Buy Sar for Miley. Get voting, guys. This is my team. What do I do? This is the team. If I buy Sar, then I'd have to bench Maguire. Yeah, rubbish. Rubbish. Hi, late to parade. Appreciate your thoughts on transferring Wilson to Sar. Look, for free, I don't mind it. Not for a hit. Wilson's been brilliant, but Sar is a better pick this week. Hey, baby, how you doing? Great. Daddy will be out soon, okay? Okay. She's just come home from nursery, and I wasn't here this morning. So she woke up and I wasn't here because I was in London. Watch cons with 3. Yeah, there is no cons. Triple captain Rice. Yeah, Rice is fine. Oh, hi, Millie G. Thanks, CH. All right, mate. Who'd start Anthony Kruger? Do you know what, guys? My daughter's home. It's been brilliant. I'm absolutely shattered. I think I'm going to run. I think I'm going to go. How's life as a fighter? It's amazing. It's really good. Thanks, mate. Yeah, the GG, little 14 weeks old GG is doing really well as well. But yeah, my baby's home from preschool. I wasn't here this morning. Snuck out the house at 5:30. So I think I'm going to run. I will lock in my team. Oh, what was the vote? Yeah, it was by Sar. Dad? Yes, baby. I just hurt my this bit. Oh, do you want to come in and say hi then? Hold up, guys. The guy can join us for a bit. Come here, baby. Come here. I missed you.
I missed you too.
Did you? Did you miss me? Oh, Daddy's with his friends, talking to his friends.
Hi.
Yeah, look, they're all here. HI5 Scuba Dive and James and CH. Did you have fun at nursery, at preschool?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you do?
I don't know. Stop.
Don't steal that because I know it's your favourite toy. But Gaia, we can't speak to the people if that's not on. So put that back on.
No.
And then we can speak to the
I
people.
need that.
Yeah, but it's going to be way rubbish noise for everyone. So if you put it back on and then we can speak to people and we can say hello.
No.
She's strong-willed like her dad. Oh, Jay says you have the best dad. I hope school was fun. That's too kind of you, mate. I don't know about that, but I try my best. Thank you. Good girl. Good girl. Who did you play with today? Arabella.
Yeah.
Did you do lots of running?
There. And Timmy.
And Clemmy. Wow. Okay. So, guys, thank you very much. I guess we'll run. No, it's all right, babe. I'm gonna come and help cook.
Oh, bless her. Sorry, I didn't realise you were in here.
That's fine.
Come on, sweetie, let's go wash your hands.
We go wash hands with Mummy and Daddy will be 2 minutes.
And then
Yeah.
we can have a treat.
Go on then. Maybe Guy can help Daddy cook. Hee hee. Right, guys, thank you very, very much. If you haven't seen my team selection video, Guy and I are doing the cooking together, and we did a HelloFresh promotion. It was really fun to record, but genuinely, since that moment, she's been like, "Can we do cooking together, Dad?" So, if you are interested in HelloFresh, I'm just going to put the link or the code. Just tell you the code. It's Gianni50, GIANNI50 is the code. So if you want to check out HelloFresh, this gets you 50% off Gianni50. And then it's 20% off your further 4 boxes and free treats for 3 months, all with that code. So if you want to check it, but yeah, go watch me and Guy cooking on this video that Jay's just shared. Thanks, Jay. Guys, good luck this game week. I will do... yeah, it's great, Glenn. I must do it more. Honestly, she usually watches TV when I'm cooking. It's like you get home from nursery and I put the TV straight on, and obviously TV's fine, and she watches a lot of TV in the morning. But I don't really want that, like as a default. Like, come and learn about how your dinner's made, and learn about that it doesn't just appear in front of you, and then they're more likely to eat it as well. I think it's been great. So yeah, glad to hear that, guys. I'm gonna run. Yeah, exactly. Need to do more with that. Thank you very much for watching. I will post on Instagram my team in an hour. I think it's going to be... I think you guys have convinced me with the latest poll. Oh, look, someone's missing out. All the family are getting on screen. Hold me, kiss me, hold me. You're so needy. Mwah. The one-eyed chihuahua is back. He's such an old man. All right. Yeah, good luck. Please compare Gabriel and Timber. Gabriel's better. Guys, on your way out, if you want to hit that subscribe button, that'd be wicked. I'll drop a video probably tomorrow morning with my early thoughts. So, and maybe a bit of a review from last night. So yeah, check that out. And I will see you very, very soon. Good luck this game week. Thank you to everyone that has liked, subscribed, commented, modded. You lot are amazing. See you soon. Bye-bye.